In this episode, I discuss troubleshooting cars on belts in Factorio. If you've been doing cars on belts for any length of time in Factorio, this has happened to you. For some reason, one car has gotten stuck and then all the cars are lined up behind them and they're not moving around on the belt as they should. In this video, I'll talk about what are the causes of this and how to prevent it. To understand how this can happen, we have to understand cars on belts physics. I've set up a little test track here that we can play with to see what's going on. If I place the car in the middle of the belt, it goes around the curve and ends up in the middle of the belt on the outbound leg, as it should. If I place an obstacle, the car will slide sideways when it collides with the obstacle while on the curved segment. In this case, the car is completely slid off of the belt and is now on the tile below the curve. I can show that by placing another belt below it, and it carries the car away. The obstacle can be another car or even the player. I've got this one car and it's gotten stuck here because I've got a break in the belt. And another car comes along and this car is going to collide with this first car and it's going to slide off the belt. Now if I come here and fix this car is still stuck. And it's actually on the tile below. This collision physics applies only to curved segments. I have another test that shows that even on a straight segment, they do not slide. So both of these cars are at an angle, and what you could expect is that this car would slide off the top of the belt, but it doesn't do that. It only slides on curved segments. Another way the car can jam is if you place it on the inside of the track, and if you place it on the inside of a curve. See, this car is now stuck here and it can't move. Therefore, the key to successful cars on belts is careful attention to curved segments. One solution is to just eliminate them all and use only side loading to move your cars around the base. Here's an example. The car side loads and always goes to the inside. This has a disadvantage that you can't place inserters on the outside. If I place an inserter here, it will bind to the belt and it will not pull items from the car. If I place an inserter here, it won't pull from the car because it's too far away. I could place an inserter here, but that's on the inside. One way to fix this is to change the side that the belt is on, or change the side that the car is on by doing something like this. Now I can place the inserter here and it will pull from the car because this construction right here switches the car to the other side. Side loading has the limitation that you can only insert from one side of the belt. I've built two bases within this limitation, so it's not a huge problem to work around. But can we do better? Yes, we can. This example shows me using a collision on a curved segment to center the car on the belt. I'll demonstrate how this works. If I place the car here, it will come down and then get loaded on the outside. It will slide around the curve and then collide with this pipe, resulting in the car being placed in the center. Here it's shown again up here. By placing it in the center, I can put inserters on either side and they can pull from the car. See, both inserters light up there. The size of the object that you select here controls where the car is positioned. I've set up a little chart over here of all the different object sizes. The chests are the largest size object, and they'll push the car the farthest distance. And these chests are all the same size. The next object is walls and pipes. These are all the same size object, but are smaller than chests. The next size object smaller is furnaces, assemblers, and chemical plants. These are all the same size. And then the next smaller object are inserters and power poles. You can place these objects in place of the pipes here to control the positioning. So I'll take these out and replace this with the smallest object, which is these. And you'll notice that the car goes much farther down. Here, let me take this belt off, and then I'll replace this with pipes and put another car on here. And you can see, you'll be able to see these are different. These are in different positions. This car was the power poles and this car is the pipes, and you notice this one is farther down. So that's how you can use the curved segments to control the positioning, and depending on which object you place here. In summary, we load on the outside of the curve. The car comes down the curve and collides with the object, and this collision pushes the car into the middle of the belt. And we can use this to control the positioning of the cars on the belt. I'll close out this video with some advanced experimental concepts to inspire you to experiment with new things in Factorio. If this is your first base with cars on belts, you don't need any of this, and my recommendation is to keep it simple and limit the cars to going in a circle. On the left, we have a splitter where cars coming in get evenly split into going out. On the right, I have a switch which will select cars based on their orientation, either going across or going up and down. Will take different paths. In this upper set, I have on the left a design which will flip the order of the cars. The first car coming in is the last car that comes out. On the right, I have a gate which will only allow cars that are authorized into this secured area on the right here. The cars that are not allowed do not get into the secured area. Here we're over here, see the cars are reversing the order. They get locked in and then they go down. This car was not authorized. Let's see, this one's not authorized either. Looks like this one should be though. Yep, there it goes. And that one's authorized also. Please check out my channel for more Factorio Cars on Belts content. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.